It's time for us to take some immigration questions. The attorney is in studios right here at Jamrock Magazine. Squeezes the broadcaster. Let's go to the first call. This man's been holding for a while. He actually called up about 15 minutes before the hour.
Well, he really has a burning question.
He has a burning question. Let's find out if he's still there. Hello, caller. How are you?
Hello, this is Dale. Is Brad there?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you, Brad. I really appreciate your show and your advice. This is our situation.
Right.
I'm a U.S. citizen.
Right.
My fiancé is a citizen of the Philippines,
right,
and she is currently here in Colorado, now with me on a B1, B2 visa.
Fine.
She has been here for about 2 months and has to return, according to her visa, to the Philippines in 4 more months.
And you don't want her to return?
I don't want her to return.
And I heard the word fiancé, correct?
Yes.
Okay. This is... Yes,
continue. And I've got a question. Our goal is to get married, okay, as soon as possible, then to immediately apply for her green card, and we're hoping that she can somehow stay here. There's a couple of complicating factors. One is that she's not on a K-3, which I understand she needs to get married here.
Right.
Do you have any idea on how we can legally resolve this first problem?
Yes, okay. Let me start by saying your problem is no problem at all, okay? Your problem is you're reading way too much on the internet. That's what your problem is. She does not. She does not have to be. She does not have to be on a K-3 in order for you to get married here. If you come here on a visa, on any visa other than to join a ship as a crewman, and you come in the United States and you entered legally in the United States, which she did, and you marry an American citizen, you can adjust your status here. You don't have to be on any special visa. Now, she came here. This is the only tricky part you got to remember now. She came here as a visitor. So when she entered the airport, she told the U.S. government that she is coming to visit and return back to the Philippines. So if you were to marry her today, 2 months into her trip here into the United States, and you go to apply for her adjustment of status and apply for her green card here in the United States, which is what you want to do, she will be turned down. And the reason she will be turned down, or possibly turned down, is they're going to say, you lied to us. You said you came here to visit, and you came on a visitor's visa, and in fact, you got married. And what the regulations say is that if you get married within the first 90 days of your entry on a visitor's visa, the law presumes that your intent was to get married all along, and they will turn you down. If you get married beyond the 90 days, the law presumes that you came here as a visitor and you changed your mind. So if your goal is that she is going to stay and you're going to marry her and she's going to get her green card here, she's been here 2 months, my advice is wait another 30 days. After the 90-day period, you marry her, you put in her adjustment of status, she'll get her work permit 90 days later, and she'll get her green card in 6 months, and she'll be fine.
Okay, great. Now, here's the second problem, the last problem.
Okay.
Which is pretty substantial. Okay, the second problem is that I don't think I can sponsor her because I am a tax protester, similar to the Founding Fathers, and I have not filed a tax return since 1992. An idea I have is to get around the problem is to have my mother sponsor her, and then immediately after we get married, my mother sponsors her. My mother has always paid her taxes and can easily pledge support for my fiancé in sponsoring her. Do you think this would work with the Immigration Service?
You know, interesting. I thought I heard it all, but this is a new one now.
This is a new one for me too.
Okay. I wish I could protest my taxes. I don't. I don't have the gumption that you have to protest my taxes. But the reality is, if you don't earn enough money, you can have a family member step in and do a second affidavit of support. Now, generally, you're not earning enough money because you're unemployed, and then the second family member comes in and files for an affidavit of support. Now, if you say you are employed and you just refuse to pay taxes because you're a tax protester and your mother's giving a second affidavit of support, I don't know what the Immigration Service would do. They may say, we're not going to give a benefit to your spouse if you don't pay your taxes. Now, it depends on the officer and everybody else, so, you know.
You think they should actually go in with an attorney with this?
Oh, absolutely, they need an attorney. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, what do we do since we're so far away? We're in Colorado, as far as having you represent us, Brad.
Well, we can have a telephone consultation, And we can do all the paperwork and everything, and if necessary, you can hire us to fly out to Colorado for the interview.
Okay.
All right. You got the number?
Pardon me?
Do you have the number?
Yes, I do, yeah.
1-800-LAW-LINK, 1-800-529-5465. In 60 seconds before you go, can you tell me truly exactly what a tax protester is? Please, break it down.
Oh, I know what it is.
No, I'm asking the gentleman.
Right.
Okay, basically a tax protester is one who does not believe that the federal income tax is a legal stance because of the original Constitution, and therefore refusing to be a participant, a so-called taxpayer, and that's basically my stand, which is very equal to what the Founding Fathers did with the Boston Tea Party and then continuing on to the Revolution. Now, I'm not a revolutionary, I'm just a tax protester.
Thank you. Wow.
Okay.
Well, thanks a lot for that.
Now, I just want to say from a legal standpoint, okay, people who are tax protesters, and I don't know enough about it, but I'll give you my 2 cents on the whole thing, and maybe we can talk to Michael about it more, because it comes into being criminal penalties for failure to pay taxes.
Right.
But the tax protesters believe that the Constitution...
By the way, Michael is a criminal defense attorney.
That the Constitution says that you're not supposed to pay... There's somewhere in the Constitution, I don't know what clause they're referring to, that says it's illegal to collect taxes. That has been determined to be not... At least the courts have interpreted that not to be the case, and I know that there are a lot of tax protesters out there who when they become very public about it, get brought up on criminal charges and actually go to jail.
Okay, learned something today. Thank you so much, sir, for calling in from Colorado, and spread the word more, all right?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.